Hi guys. Welcome to an episode of Asking My Dad Hypothetical Questions. Hi guys. Welcome to an episode of Asking My Dad Hypothetical Questions.
What kind of questions?
Hypothetical questions.
Okay.
Welcome to an episode of me asking my dad hypothetical questions. Okay? Are you ready, Bam?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. What would you do if I came home and what would you do if I went out without telling you and then I came home at like 3 a.m. and Mom Fonela, I wasn't answering your calls. I came home at 3 a.m.
Firstly, would you do that?
It's hypothetical questions. Answer.
I don't think that will ever happen. But again, if that were to happen, for the rest of
Hey. Woo. Okay. What would you do if you weren't home and then I decided to throw a party like without your permission?
throw a party away.
Like at your house without your permission. Decided to throw a
Kind
party.
of party?
Like a party with like lots of people. Nje.
Figure out how you guys there's in a party with your friends or a party with what?
Party with boys, girls. Nje, it's a huge party without your permission.
First thing first, I'll close my gate. Whoever that's inside this house. So gaga.
So kaka kanjani?
Including you.
Uzongenzani?
Try it and see.
Ooh, azosenzani?
Yeah?
You get arrested. Uzokazinganza abantu uzoboshwa.
I'll go to prison smiling after that.
What would you do if I snuck a boy in the house?
What do you mean snuck a boy?
Nje, you went out, you came back, you found me chilling with a boy that you don't know.
Chilling with him? What is chilling?
Chilling, just watching TV, just chilling. What that? You don't know him.
I don't know him.
Yes.
That day he's gonna know me.
Woo!
That day he's gonna know me. That day he's gonna know me.
Okay.
That day you will not know me.
What do you mean? Okay. What would you do if you found out that I bunked school? Like if you got a call from school, Tiwa Uzipe bunked, she's not here.
What would I do?
Yes.
On that particular tour?
Nje, if you received a call from like the principal or whoever, Tiwa Uzipe bunked school,
Okay.
she's not here. What would you do?
First thing I will call you immediately.
And then I don't answer my phone, obviously.
You don't answer a call. But now, how will that even be possible? Because I drop you at school.
Well, it's so easy to bunk school, but what would you do if you found out what I bunked school?
First, I'll try to call you. If I don't get hold of you, then there must have been a problem. To my mind, I wouldn't believe you literally would have just bunked school by your own will. I'll first thing assume that maybe just before going to the gate, you got kidnapped. Because I don't see you doing that. But yeah, if I found out that you did that, now I spawn. Gaga now.
What would you do if I came back with a tattoo of a boy's name on my forehead? It's my body.
What boy? First, just straight up, what boy?
It's hypothetical questions.
Hypothetical. Smanga. Malume wakho thizeni phela lo. Bhala amagama omalume, igama lomalume thile. Ungafana ungikhombise lo malume kuqala. Ngoba phela ususimanga ontanga yami kuyalila. Ngeke usimanga ongangawo.
Bakhona.
Simanga ongangawe ayi uzalwa ngazi kanjani. Anyway, ubhala loo nto ngingafike ngibona ukuthi uyahlanya ke futhi. Ngaqale ngihleke because I would think it's a temporal tattoo. I'll laugh first because I know the limits. I know what you would do and wouldn't do. That I would first laugh and think it's a joke, and then when I see it serious, and then things start becoming serious with you, and you would never stay in this house. Not in my house, and you forfeit any privilege. When I was
what would you do if I got into a physical fight?
If I got into a physical fight, I will try and understand and establish what was the issue,
but
how it happened, and then and also try and find out what's the outcome of that. In a sense, some physical fight. I know you guys are not fighters, but if you were approached and I believe, as much as I don't promote violence, but sometimes you gotta fight them back. So in that scenario, if I find out that it's one of those things. There's nothing I can do. I'll talk to you, but let's try and prevent that going forward. Or how do we deal with the problem at that point? But the fight is a different matter. I'm not gonna fight with you because you fought a fight. I'm gonna establish what is the issue, how it came up.
Why is that?
Okay. Last question.
Yes.
What would you do if you found out that I was pregnant?
Yeah?
If I found out that you are what? You are what?
That I'm pregnant.
You are pregnant?
Yes.
I don't know. It's something I cannot imagine. I really have no idea what I would do. But you're most likely gonna die. Actually, the three of you. You, Daddy, and the baby. No.
But you go to prison.
Again, prison is an option. If it comes because of which I was defending my family, or
defending your family,
or I'm still explaining if it's defending my family, or it's coming because you've exceeded what I could take, Mina, and at that point I'll be crazy. I didn't raise you like that. I didn't raise you like that. So that's beyond my imagination. That's why I don't even know what I would do. So most likely, yes, prison will be an option at that point. Because I don't know how I'm gonna hit you. That's not even hitting. I will destroy you.
Wait.
And that boy will need to run and go overseas.
Okay, thank you. Look at the camera. Thank you for participating in today's episode. Siyabonga.
Thank you for the rubbish questions.
Most of you may know I saw this and it brought me back to my father, and I was like, wow, if only my father was alive. I know my father was overprotective. Like, he was super overprotective, and it's like that with most present African fathers. They are just this strict. And I know the reason why I even shared this video is because people say that South African fathers are not active in their kids' life, more specifically their daughters' lives. I'm sorry about that. My battery was dying, so yeah, they don't have active fathers in their lives. You know, most of the time girls grow up without fathers, seeking older men to become their fathers, right? So when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, my dad is the same. He would have been the same man. Like, he was super overprotective. Like, he did not want anything with me. Like, really, like my mom, I was like the closest thing to my father, right? This is me as a child, as my father. My father died when I was really young and he was sick. So this is one of my favorite pictures that I have. And to this day, my mom does not understand the weird relationship I have with my primary school. Maybe that's because that's where I have the most memories of him, because he would drop me from school and then pick me up. So I took it the hardest. Basically, you know, I took it the hardest when my father passed away out of all the siblings, because by the time he died, most of my siblings were older. You know, they were in university, some of them were working. So by the time he died, I was very young. I was really young, and it hit me the hardest. Like, it really hit me the hardest. Like, I couldn't believe it. And for the most part, I was angry because I wished he was there. There were days and months that I really wished he was there. I needed him, and he wasn't there. And I felt like this man just decided to die. Like, I felt like it was his decision. Like, he could have just held on for me, you know, until I finished school. Something of sort. Like, it was just a resentment. Like, I just didn't understand how life works, and I was still young, and I needed somebody to blame, and I was blaming everyone. I was blaming my sister, I was blaming my mother, I was blaming everyone around me. And I guess that's kids. Like, kids are like that. You take it the hardest because you're younger, you know, like, you're young and you're impressionable, you know. And men often prey on girls who are impressionable, vulnerable, you know, sort of things. So he wasn't there to protect me. So I felt like that. And the man closest to me, who was to be my husband, found me in a vulnerable state. I was young, you know. But nevertheless, we're not talking about that. We're talking about fathers and the importance of fathers. And the reason I even did this one was to show that we actually do have fathers who are present, who would go extra length to protect their daughters, okay? Among even my friends and the people that I know, my acquaintances, like, there are few of us, especially black girls, who grew up with their fathers, you know, and there are few, like, they go through extreme length to protect us, and they let us know how we should be able to even protect ourselves. And I know that my father would do that, you know. He would still do the same if he was still alive. Nonetheless, I love how that girl was interacting with her father. Number one, it's so amazing. It's really amazing. I don't know what you guys think. Tell me in the comment section, like, did you really feel what I was feeling? Like, I was feeling this thing of saying, you know what, I would love a man who's just as present, who's just consistent with not just the relationship with his kids, but with me as well, to form a family structure that is so balanced. Because I don't really want a man just to be with a man. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of my energy. Other things, like, I'm doing YouTube, like, I could be doing that, you know. I could be maybe advancing my school. Whether he comes or not, I just want him to be that man that is present, who's consistent, who's just gonna be there and not be misogynistic. Like, just be a present man, a man who's just updated upstairs. Because what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get bored initially, and I want to know that even in my death, my children are raised to be able to stand up for themselves. They're not dependent on me, they're self-sufficient, and that's one of the qualities I want to teach. So seeing them love with their father, seeing them engage with their father is one of the important things. And we as South Africans, we can do much better when it comes to having present fathers, not just present fathers who are just there to fill the house. No, like they do in West Africa, you know. Some parents don't even engage with their kids, you know. They know that the father is a whore, and the father keeps on chasing different women, but he's there, but he's also not there at the same time. So we really need present fathers, you know. It's rather to have a present father than to, it's best even to have a father who is present than to have a father who's there but not present, you know. Like present, like giving yourself, raising the child, you know. Do not leave the responsibility to the woman, you know. So we can do much better in having that. So we can do much better in having fathers in their kids' lives, but fathers as well should work on themselves to ensure they are in their kids' lives.